What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be and welcome to Ark Legends. This is a brand new hero collector that takes place in a world, right? I don't want to say it's an open world, but it's definitely a world where things take place. Now this game is currently in early access, so in today's video, let's go ahead and take an early look to see how the game is shaping up thus far. Now I don't feel like you're gonna have to wait very long for this game to officially release because it just recently popped up on pre-registration, so there's a very big chance that the game that you see in its current form is gonna be very similar to the game that you see on official release, for better or for worse, right? So let's go ahead and jump on into the game. So here we are inside the open world of Ark Legends, and like right off the bat, it gives you like some bootleg Genshin, bootleg Breath of the Wild vibes if those games were like made by IGG. Like this game is actually not made by IGG, believe it or not. Like look at this guy, Alex. Oh my God, I hate his design so much. But this looks like an IGG game. It's actually brought to you by a new company called Melting Games. And you know, with that being said, a brand new company, this is actually a pretty solid foundation. I do think that the engine needs a ton of work. If you see here, there is like extreme amounts of pop in here, so they can hopefully work on that a little bit more before we get to official release, but that definitely needs a little bit of tweaking before we get into prime time. So jumping into combat, all my hero collecting vets can see what's going on here and why I was throwing a little bit of shade at the whole open world thing. Here we are about to tackle stage 211, stamina based hero collector. You can bring 5 units to combat. You can set them on a grid so you can kind of dictate who runs at an enemy first and who kind of blocks and protects some of your squishier units. I haven't really had to worry about that too much, and honestly I haven't really had to worry about combat at all either. It's going to be one of those games where you have a shared mana resource, so basically you build up mana as a team and then individually you can fire off skills. I don't really like that too much at all because it almost feels like it pretty much feels like combat's non-existent because you build up team mana so slowly that you really can only do a couple of abilities before combat is over. And I'm like, does it matter if I did skill A versus skill B? Probably not, but let's go ahead and do a little bit more traversing as we move on over to Defeat Monster 3, which is some great quest writing right there. I do appreciate how fast the loading times are though, so that's actually pretty nice. But here we are once again in combat, and like I said, I can definitely, you know, take over manual and decide whether I want to do Alex's ultimate or this pirate's ultimate. I think his name is Jacob. Really interesting names here, but it just doesn't feel like it makes that big of a difference just due to how slow you build up that team resource. So it pretty much just feels like you're either strong enough or you're not strong enough. Yes, maybe timing a heal or timing a stun is going to make a slight difference, but at the end of the day, you just build up resources just so slowly, it just doesn't feel like it has a great impact. Outside of combat here, the only thing you can really do is just kind of move the camera around. That's about it. But you know, not throwing any shade on the characters in the combat. I do like the overall aesthetic. I like the characters. I like the ultimates. I have it on randomized ultimates, so you actually haven't seen an oh yes you have. Dude, it got me good. You can't turn ultimate animations off completely. You can only put them on random. So sometimes it shows the animation, sometimes it doesn't. So I definitely went for that option, as you guys can see there. But there you go, that's combat here in Ark Legends. You can traverse this world, you know, complete quests. There are side quests as well. So I have this side quest, which is gonna ask me to go talk to Kai here. Side quests are obviously notated in blue. We'll just kind of mosey on over here. And once again, you can kind of see the weakness of this graphics engine. We got crates popping up. I mean, it's just like so much popping that it's actually really distracting. So I'm really hoping that they can clean that up because that, I don't want to say it's a deal breaker per se, but it definitely does not make the world look very good. Now, speaking of the world, subjectively, I'm not a big fan of games that do game worlds like this. The last game that I remember doing something like this was Seven Nights 2. And basically what's happening is that you're not actually in a world, right? This world, it's not a world. There's nothing that you can discover. There's no open worldness. It basically functions as like makeup over your tried and true node-based hero collector. So this is what's really going on. Yes, you're walking around a world, but really all you're doing is going from stage to stage to stage, 2-starring each one, not 3-starring, 2-starring. Don't get it twisted. FG ain't no scrub. 2-star is the highest. So I'm a little conflicted, right? I would totally prefer them just doing stage-based hero collecting combat that we see in like 99% of gacha games. I'd be totally fine with them just going that route and then using some of these development resources and time working on the actual game itself. Now, it doesn't make the game worse that you have this world, right? It absolutely doesn't. I'm just saying that it doesn't necessarily make the game better because this open world is like, it's a mirage, like it's nothing. It really is just like a veneer. Ooh, dude, FG, use some more words. I'm trying, dude, I'm trying to dig. But it really doesn't exist to do anything but just kind of funnel you to the next node, right? So if it's not a real open world and you can't really explore and there's like really nothing to discover, why waste development time on it when you can just do stage by stage by stage, in my opinion. But once again, it doesn't make the game worse. I just feel like development resources could be better used. But there you go, that is the world, that is the combat, that's a few of the characters. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the other gameplay modes because we actually have some. At any time, check out the loading time by the way. At any time I can go to my airship, which always follows me around apparently. Look at how fast you load into the airship. So I gotta give them lots of props there, that going back and forth between the different gameplay modes in your airship is extremely fast. So we just unlocked whatever this is. So let's see what this is all about live here on YouTube. Alex. Dude, this main character is probably the goofiest, most generic. I don't like him at all. Healer in the back, little mage on the side, little other mage on the side, autoplay. Oh, I gotta go manual first. All right, here we go. So the easiest, best skill for me to use is gonna be her big old AoE. She looks like a healer, but she's actually doing damage with the power of nature. So our little mage right over here is having a tank, which I don't really approve of. So we'll go with our pirate's ultimate, which is a shield. I like the environments here in the battlegrounds as well. So like I said, the game overall looks fine. Yeah, I know I called it like a bootleg, Genshin bootleg, Breath of the Wild. But overall, from this game, I try to do as much research as I possibly could on the company that makes this game, Melting Games. And this is their first project. So for a first project, I gotta say it's pretty solid, right? This is actually a pretty decent first foray into the world of gacha gaming. All right, next round, maybe a boss round here. Of course, your quintessential goblin with a big, massive treasure chest on his back. Why are goblins always so greedy? You know, I like using this character's ultimate here because she summons some little Roombas. So definitely want to get those out as fast as possible. We'll go with our shield here, and then next I'll go with heals. Go for some heals here. I'm starting to kind of eat my words a little bit because here in the more involved boss battles, you do actually have to kind of min-max your skills here. So I guess over in the basic story mode, you really don't have to worry about it too much. But at least here when it comes to the boss encounters, I do have to kind of, you know, I gotta heal when I gotta heal. I'm gonna go, we're just gonna go DPS here. Execution range, baby. And down you go. Very nice. So that's combat. And now I can do auto battle. So going back to that auto feature, this game does have auto repeat. So you can burn out all your stamina and all your meat here, hit max, hit start, come back in several hours, and then come back with a bunch of gear. I would always prefer to have a skip ticket system, but for whatever reason, a large majority of the games that have randomized stats on their gear always do auto repeat, don't they? Like they never put in skip tickets. But yes, it's gonna be one of those games where you're gonna be grinding the same stages over and over and over, trying to find the perfect set of gear. And just like in games like Summoner's War, Ace, Raid Shadow Legends, you have all these gear sets that you're going to be grinding these bosses for, 4-piece sets, 2-piece sets, etc, etc. You've definitely seen this before. Let's go ahead and tackle this boss here, the turtle. And here is the turtle brings an ad with him. I see. All right, so let's go ahead and try to kill that ad as fast as possible. Randomized skill ultimates. Dude, let me just turn it off permanently. Come on, game. Okay, now we're fighting the boss. Ad is down. We're gonna go ahead and shield up since it only costs 2. And then I'm gonna get my Roombas out. But we are taking this guy's life down really fast here. So let's just go pure offense here. Here come the Roombas. He's broken. Let's go. More damage. Alex, show him what your name is, Alex. And then down, okay. I guess I'll heal real quick. I don't want him to have the satisfaction that he killed any of us. Do a quick heal over time, actually. And then down goes the turtle boss. So get comfortable with these type of gameplay modes, because like I said, this is definitely, you know, all these games that are in this kind of like subgenre of Hero Collector, they're all about grinding these stages over and over and over, trying to find the best gear drops possible. So outside of the Forbidden and the Lost Sector, it looks like you have 1, 2, 3, 4 more gameplay modes to look forward to. So once this game finally hits official global launch, I'll definitely be back to cover this game again to show you what else this game has on offer. So back to the airship to end the video off, as we always do, with a nice little summon session. Now this game has quite a few summon tickets. So you have these red summon tickets, you have these purple summon tickets, you have these blue summon tickets, and then you have these blue purple summon tickets. So this game, like a lot of other games that are kind of in this subgenre, they put a lot of emphasis on light and dark units. So these take special tickets to summon light and dark units. These blue ones look like they're the most basic. So let's just go ahead and blow out the summon for these blue tickets here. And we'll let the full summon animation play out. Long tap. And then let go. Oh, dude, I like that. Dude, I actually like that a lot. It's like a little tram comes down and here we go. Okay, this guy literally looks like a human gumball. His name is Marcus. Just Marcus. Oh, she looks really good. Oh, dude, I like her a lot. Very nice, Talia. All right, out of all those summons, the only character I really care about is Talia here. Very easy to upgrade her. We have EXP juice in this game, so power this in, that'll level them up. As far as duplicates are concerned, I have my duplicate of my girl Gaia here. Smack that one in there, and that will give her another star of some sort. Looking good. And as you star up your units, you'll get skill points, and then those skill points can be used to upgrade their individual skills. And then lastly, there's a training system here that requires in-game materials to boost up your passive stats. And then last but not least, good old-fashioned randomized stat gear, which you love to see, maybe? So that will do it. A nice little look at Ark Legends. I'll be on the lookout for this game once it hits official launch. My name is FG, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.